My ex-husband told the cops I was a criminal. The judge gave me full custody that same day. My ex-husband Dave had been planning this moment for 6 months. Ever since our divorce went through in January, he'd been telling everyone at his gym how he was going to destroy his greedy ex-wife once and for all. He even bought a new boat to celebrate what he called his upcoming victory. The divorce papers weren't even filed away before Dave started his plan. He'd hired a lawyer who'd never lost a custody case in 20 years, paying him triple his usual rate. He started keeping notes of every single thing I did, twisting normal stuff into proof I was a bad mother, even though he'd show up late for every pickup, then report me for harassment when I asked where he was. He'd forget to give Janae her medicine on purpose, then call child services when she got sick at school. Your mom is going to get what she deserves, he'd tell Janae during his weekends. Daddy's going to make sure you live with the right parent. Janae was only 8. She started crying every Friday night before going to his house. I couldn't fight back. Dave had money, connections, and a paper trail making me look unstable. My legal aid lawyer told me to just document everything and pray. But how do you fight someone who's 3 steps ahead? So there I was, standing in the Walmart parking lot at our usual exchange spot. Janae's overnight bag slung over my shoulder. The December wind cut through my worn jacket. The good coat went to pay for Janae's therapy. Dave pulled up in his freshly waxed BMW, windows tinted so dark you couldn't see inside. He stepped out wearing his designer sunglasses despite the overcast sky. That smirk plastered across his face that made my stomach turn. Janae, sweetie, go wait by Daddy's car, Dave said, his voice dripping with fake sweetness. Mommy and I need to talk. I held Janae's hand tighter, but she looked up at me with those big brown eyes. I kissed her forehead and watched her walk over. That's when Dave pulled out his phone. Funny thing happened yesterday, he said, stepping closer. Someone called in a tip about a drug dealer matching your description. Silver Honda, license plate, and everything. My blood went cold. Before I could respond, 2 police cruisers pulled into the lot, lights flashing. Dave's smirk widened. Right on time. The officers approached, hands on their weapons. Ma'am, we received a report about narcotics in your vehicle. We're going to need to search it. Dave had already scooped up Janny, playing the concerned father. Officers, I had no idea. I'm just trying to protect my daughter. The younger officer, Officer Demora, started with my trunk while his partner kept me by the cruiser. Dave stood there recording everything on his phone, trying not to giggle, probably already planning his custody emergency motion. Check under the spare tire, Dave called out helpfully. Drug dealers hide stuff there, right? Officer Demora shot him a look but lifted the spare. Nothing. He moved to the back seat, pulling out Janae's coloring books, her emergency inhaler, the crackers I kept for her snacks. Still nothing. Then he reached under the driver's seat. His hand emerged holding a small plastic bag filled with white powder. My legs nearly gave out. No, that's not mine. I've never, ma'am, you're under arrest for possession of a controlled substance, Officer Rojas said, pulling out his handcuffs. The metal was cold against my wrists. They guided me into the back of the cruiser, the door slamming with a finality that made my chest tight. Through the window, I watched Dave lifting Janae up, whispering in her ear. He was already on the phone with his lawyer. Yes, she's being arrested now. I need emergency custody immediately. I'm the only stable parent here. Janae was sobbing, reaching for me, yelling that it wasn't true. Officer Demora sat in the front seat, starting paperwork on his tablet. Then his phone buzzed. His eyes widened immediately. He did a double take. Rojas, you need to see this, he said slowly. Officer Rojas leaned over, looked at the screen, then both officers turned to stare at Dave through the windshield. Sir, Officer Demora called out, stepping out of the vehicle. When exactly did you receive this anonymous tip? Dave's victory smile wavered. Yesterday afternoon. Why? That's interesting, Officer Demora said, holding up his phone. Because the Shell station across the street just sent us their security footage from this morning. A video of you opening her car with a spare key at 6 a.m. He turned the phone toward Dave. That's you placing something under her driver's seat. The blood drained from Dave's face. That can't be. Officer Rojas was already unlocking my handcuffs. The timestamp matches the parking lot cameras at her apartment complex. We've got you from 3 angles. Dave started backing away, but Officer Demora was faster. You're under arrest for filing a false report, evidence tampering, and possession of a controlled substance. The handcuffs that had been on my wrists clicked onto his. Dave's lawyer dropped him that afternoon and his brother had to bail him out. His case and visitation rights were immediately revoked.